Please be advised, the following content is rated F for fiction, which means it's not real. This is all entertainment. It never happened. This is all satire. It's all make-believe out of the mayor's head. Enjoy. It's the man. Welcome to Showface News. You can call me what you want, just don't call me woke. And you're now rocking with the 10 favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. And you already know it's the 10 versus everybody at all times. All champ. Listen, man. So, it turns out that we have 100% proof that Wack 100 lied about the situation, where he was met up with the Rolling 60s Crips at the Games album release party out there at the Novo Nightclub. Alright, now this happened back in 2022 around late June. You know, when this situation happened, alright, everyone knew at the time that it was, you know, Big U, Tiny Draws, and the rest of, you know, these Rolling 60s that ran down on Wack, chased Wack out of the venue, and Wack went to the parking lot alone. Well, Wack says otherwise. Wack says he escorted Kanye out of the venue to the parking lot. Wack also says that he drew a gun on the 60s and all this nonsense. Listen, man, we're going to get to the bottom of this and we're going to show the work. First, we got to start with Trap LaRosse, who presented a very, very truthful, document. Look.
Read it. Can I say something before I read it? Because it's very important context.
I want you to read it.
All right, I'll read it.
I want to see how smart you are.
And then I'll give what I thought of it, and then I'm going to repeat what Adam said about it.
I want a dramatic reading.
You spun it crazy.
I want you to read it dramatically.
Hey, third, y'all out there?
Yo, before y'all get to that,
I'm gonna expose something that I never exposed.
Yo, Wack.
I'm on him for doing his weird shit. Go ahead.
Henley recounted to victim one, and this is on a wiretap, right? So bear in mind, this is very important. This is Big U bragging about doing this on a wiretap to somebody else.
On a phone.
Not knowing that he's being listened to, right?
Read it.
Henley recounted to victim one an incident in which Henley and Rolling 60s gang members chased down Wack 100, attempting to hurt him. Quote, "There's 15 to 20 dudes with us, with hoodies tied down. I got my hoodie on, all black, tied down. She like, boom. She jumped in the car, paid for, redacted, and then took off. Boom. This dude screaming. My wife, draws. I see you, Eugene. I see you. Eugene Henley, I see you. He's screaming all of that. He's got his blower. His blower's out.
Allegations.
But he's messed up. I gotta read the whole thing. But he's messed up because nobody's around. We like, bitch ass dude. I'm like, yeah, bitch ass dude. He's like, he's like, redacted, die here, man, don't do this. My wife, my kids in that car. Draws, don't do this. He draws, don't do this. He draws, don't do this. He's screaming.
So, of course, you know, Trap LaRosse presents this, alright? Now, this was a wiretap conversation about Big U talking about the situation where him, Tiny Draws, and some 60s ran up on Wack 100 and chased him out the venue. Right? Some people said that Wack got hit in the head. Wack says, you know, that this was all a lie. This didn't go the way that it seemed, and that he made 20 Crips, alright, staying down because he waved a gat on them and whatnot, a gun on them, and all this nonsense. That's what Wack says. Wack says, hey man, escorted Kanye out the venue, went to the parking lot, I had 4 people with me in the parking lot. Well, y'all take a look at what he said.
Now, you now about to expose something nobody ever knew.
Oh, shit.
So here it goes, right?
Ground zero,
I'm here. All of this is a parking lot, right? I'm here. They walk down. They walk right past my car. They didn't even see me. When I seen them get here, I jumped out. Y'all looking for me? Right?
Shit.
They stopped. They back was to me. Y'all, I had everything I had, I could have dipped with everything in front of me. Now, what they didn't know is I'm talking to my team. Big U-Nim is here. Now, watch this. Look, watch this. Big U-Nim is here. I'm here out the car. Third, who was here, and here?
Taking notes?
Hold on. Third, who in that parking lot, when I'm confronting these 20 Crips, was 20 to 30 feet in every direction and they didn't know it. All my homies was behind them.
That's new information.
Listen.
That's new information, man.
So listen, check this out. So when I'm letting you know, there's no need to beg nothing. What did I tell that fool? My home, they still don't know to this day that all my homies was positioned 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 6 o'clock. They didn't even see him. I'm talking to my homies in code, letting them know which way I'm gonna push them. I said, nigga, ain't nothing but 20 of y'all. I'ma down 3 of y'all. I just told him I'ma get off in 3s, right? At that point, he knows if he's getting off in 3s, when he go to 2s, he's running out of it. These dudes right now, to this day, had no idea that they was ambushed. So why the you see, he said I was by myself, right? I wasn't by myself. All you gotta do is pay attention to the 3 people who got off the stage with Kanye. Now let's do the math, dummies. The 3 dudes in red, does he look familiar? So where did they disappear to? When we walked Kanye to Fig, because that's where his car was at? Right, let's clear that up. Kanye said, Wack, my car is on Fig. I said, well, we gotta walk around. He like, why we just can't go right there, so you gotta go through the crowd. He said, your people would, I don't care. So we walked Kanye through the crowd, took him to Fig, went down the escalator, got in the cars. I pulled out first. I always pull out first. Wow. My people is here, here, and here. As you seen, he said what? He was by himself. The bozo don't know till this day that he was already ambushed. So once I'm going, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna do this. You know what happens when you start to run from that and you start getting that blowing at you another way?
Like
what happens?
Military operation, I like that.
So now the world knows bozo. Think about it. Where did the 4 dudes go that got off the stage with him and Ye? Where did they go? They were in the parking lot with me. They were in the parking lot with me. They were in the parking lot with me.
So, you hear what Wack says, right? You hear everything that Wack is saying, okay? Wack is saying, hey, you know, I had 4 people in the parking lot with me. They was in the parking lot with me. They was there. Where did the 4 others go? They was with me. Kanye, I escorted Kanye off stage, which is a lie because Kanye only performed 1 verse that night and left the stage with his security and went about his day, or night for that matter, because it happened at night. And Wack is saying that he escorted Kanye out. Kanye and Wack ain't made contact that entire night. Crazy enough, right? And the person, one of the people that was supposed to be with Wack's name is CEO Reek. Some of y'all know who CEO Reek is. CEO Reek was nowhere to be found. CEO Reek ran when Wack was getting chased by them 60s. And that's a fact. And if you think I'm lying, well, champ, you know, Wack says that there was 4 people with him, all right? And they was with him in the parking lot, all right? In this very parking lot. You see the security guard right there. You see Wack running into his car right there. The only person there is Wack. He's by himself, which means that he got chased by himself and nobody was there to help him. All right, that's what this means. I mean, we have to make it make sense.
Where did they go? They were in the parking lot with me. They were in the parking lot with me. They were in the parking lot with me. Where did they go? They were in the parking lot with me. They were in the parking lot with me. They were in the parking lot with me. Where did they go? They were in the parking lot with me. They were in the parking lot with me. They were in the parking lot with me. You start getting that blowing at you another way?
Like
what happens?
Military operation, I like that.
So now the world knows bozo. Think about it. Where did the 4 dudes go that got off the stage with him and Ye? Where did they go?
Now, the night that this happened, there was an eyewitness outside, all right, of the club Novo, however you say it. And he was pretty much giving a brief description of how them 60s chased Wack, all right, outside of the venue, chased him to the parking lot and etc. He gave a very brief description. I remember this because I covered it. When I was the first person on board with this, I was the first person going live with this. It was back in 2022, all right? So here's what the eyewitness had to say.
Buster ran off his artist. Straight mark.
Y'all hearing it? It went down. Couldn't get his phone out fast enough. I'm telling y'all, couldn't get the phone out fast enough. The broke out of here, y'all. Novo. Y'all see Novo? Y'all see it? Wack 100. Talking all that fucking shit. He got fuck up out of there. And bet that.
And of course, you know, Wack 100 posts the video while he's in the car after leaving the nightclub, leaving from the parking lot, and he's saying he's A-okay. It's a real awkward video though. You could tell that Wack is just not telling the truth, like, throughout the entire ordeal. Now this, again, you had to really dig deep to find this, or I had to really, you know, have some help digging deep to find all of this footage, because this is hidden under the YouTube purgatory, gang. I ain't gonna lie, you gotta really dig deep to find this, because a lot of this stuff has been deleted and things like that. So again, I mean, this is kind of like lost footage, if you will. I'm just gonna keep it honest, but here's what Wack's awkward response after being chased by the 60s was. This is what happened.
Knock it off, bro. Knock it off. Knock it off. Niggas, it's weird, bro. I don't mind you telling the truth, but stop lying, nigga. Cut the lies out. 20 niggas, I ain't nothing. Knock it off. Stop lying, nigga. Fuck out of here. Standoff is not an altercation, my nigga. Niggas is burnt out. Niggas know what time it is. I ain't gonna keep speaking. No, niggas know what it is. Knock them lies out to my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We took the video and showed the whole surroundings and showed what it was, my nigga. I'm gonna leave it like that. Knock it off. It's 1:20 in the morning, nigga. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with me. Niggas talking about you stomp me out, some payout shit, rush me and all this sort of shit, my nigga. One swing and a square off is not a rush, nigga. Fuck out of here with that shit. Niggas knock that shit off, bro. Leave it where it's at.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the mayor has had extensive research done to prove to you that Wack is definitely trying to paint a narrative around what actually happened when Big U and the Rolling 60s ran down on him, chased him out of the club, all right, at the Games album release party for his last album that he dropped, which was back in 2022 in late June. All right, Ye was there and all that. A couple people was there, right? But Wack did not leave with 4 people. Those 4 people, the people he claimed he was with, ran out of the club scared. All right, CEO Reek, you know exactly what happened, champ. If you're watching the CEO Reek, you know what happened, champ. Tell them what happened. All right. Make sure you put up these likes, smash the like button, sharing the video. Let me know what you think in the comments, champ. Is the mayor still a liar even when proof is given? You let me know how you feel in the comment section. By the way, join the Discord. Discord link will be in the comments, always in the description, always in the chat too as well. All right, make sure you join. It's a fire Discord. We have 1,000 people. All right, salute to everybody that's in here, man. Smash up on the like, share the video. All right, but gang, guess what? It's the mayor, the one and only real New York mayor, F. Eric Adams, and you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Make sure you hit the like, make sure you share the video, and subscribe to Showface News. Now, go to showfacenews.com and cop the merch. I'm about to hit, gang. Salute. Ladies and gentlemen, do the mayor a favor and go to showfacenews.com for the brand new mayor merch. Yes, wear the mayor's quotes in style all fall, all winter long. For the remainder of 2024, the mayor will be providing brand new merch each and every month. Alright, look, we have the All Champs tees out right now, as well as the Hug Your Shadow hoodies and tees. Wear the mayor merch in style only at showfacenews.com. Get your orders in, the orders ship fast. Get it right now. Everybody's buying it. Subscribe to the mayor.